Hi everyone guys, Antonio here. Welcome back to the Think Lean Mind the Body Transformation Journey, episode number 6. And today, super important topic, food cravings. Now, if you're struggling with junk food cravings in your weight loss journey, or just you're trying to change your relationship with the food, stay with me because in the next few minutes I'm going to share with you 5 simple steps that you can implement in your own life, in your own weight loss journey finally to decrease the number and the power of junk food cravings in your life. Now, according to the dictionary, the definition of a craving is a strong feeling of wanting something, and I'm sure you are familiar with the strong feeling of desiring junk food. Now, if you watched my previous video where I was explaining the difference between emotional anger and physical anger, you know that cravings, most of them are coming from an emotional state. So we try to cope our bad feelings, our bad emotions for certain reason in our life just with the food. We learn how to cope with distress and pain using food. Now, the main question, the most common question I've been asked for years in my own weight loss journey was how you deal with food cravings, how you stop or you overcome them. Now, there isn't only one answer to this question because we are all different and we all experience our life and our approach with the food in a different way. But I decided to put together 5 things that helped me during the years to reduce the stress over food, the number and the power of food cravings, and most of related to junk food, and how to be more in control of my emotional response. There are very simple steps that you can apply immediately in your own life. Now, I'm assuming here that you are already kind of following an eating plan. You know what to eat every day, you have a schedule prepared, so you know what you have to eat, because here I'm not explaining you what is healthy for you or what is not. I'm only giving you some strategy to avoid that painful urge to reach for junk food that can compromise your weight loss results. Now let's explore together these 5 strategies that helped me a lot to overcome my food cravings and improve my relationship with the food, and most importantly to give me more control over my approach to food, in particular emotional state. First of all, eat small amount of food and eat often during the day. Now, my biggest mistake during many years of struggle and pain around weight loss and diet was eating very small amount of food for long period of time, twice a day. I was having a weight loss result in short term, but I was not able to sustain for the rest of my life. Yo-yo diet is coming from that. So under eating is not helping you to lose weight and to create healthy habit, a healthy relationship with the food that will give you the opportunity to create sustainable weight loss result for the rest of your life. So what I'm asking you to do is try to divide the amount of food that you have to eat, if it's counting calories or if you have a dieting plan, I don't care, but divide your food in small amount during the whole day. Every 2-3 hours you have to eat something. Get used to, like a newborn baby, every 2-3 hours put something in your mouth coming from your dieting plan. That will reduce completely the number of cravings that you have during the day, because your brain knows that at that particular time food is arriving. So it's not worried or it's not storing food because it doesn't know when food is coming next. Like I was doing for 25 years. I was eating once a day, very small amount, and all the rest of the day I was thinking about the food that I was not able to eat. And guess what? My cravings were skyrocketed. So don't overeating, but don't undereating as well. So divide every 2-3 hours, put something in your mouth. At the beginning for me it was very challenging, so I had to put an alarm on my phone that every 3 hours was ringing, so I know there was time for food, like a baby. But I promise you, if you start to create these kind of habits, you reduce completely the power of cravings. You feel full, so you don't feel hungry all the time. You feel more content with yourself and more in control of your food habits. Now, the second thing I want to talk to you about, it looks like a bit obvious, but I promise you, based on my experience and the question that I've been asked all the time from people, is not really obvious. So in your journey, whatever it is that you're dieting or you are trying to change your relationship with the food, try to be careful and avoid as much as you can sugary food, food with a highly content of sugar, or processed food. Now, everyone knows that. I'm not saying anything new, but not everyone knows that this kind of food could have an impact on our health and can be addictive as well as any high addictive drugs like heroin or cocaine. Now, I was reading an article a couple of days ago about Oreos. Now, everyone knows Oreos cookies, everyone loves them. But I didn't know, for example, I was not aware of that that particular cookie can have the same effect on our brain of cocaine. Now, when we eat this kind of food, highly sugary food or processed food, we activate a part of our brain that produces dopamine. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that is called a pleasure neurotransmitter that makes us feel better. Now, what happens when we are in low mood, when we are tired, or we are distressed, or we are in some kind of negative emotional feeling? We want that this level of dopamine in our brain goes up. And the fast way to do that is to eat this kind of food. We can do even activities that improve our dopamine levels, but most of the time we reach for the easiest, that is the more convenient one. So food is very easy and very convenient one. So what to do is try to avoid it. Again, I'm not really pro constriction, so don't force yourself all the time to delete everything from your diet. But what I want you to do is you are more aware of, and you have to divide the meals, as I said before, and try to base your food on proteins, more on healthy quality food, on fresh food. You will improve your energy. You will highly protein food decrease the amount of cravings. This is I experience on myself. Eating 6-7 times a day and base my meals on proteins, mainly proteins, destroyed my cravings, which for me was a breakthrough because I was struggling and I never liked it, and it was the main reason why I was giving up all the time. So this is not for me, it's not working, you know what, let me eat and let me go back on my old patterns. So be aware of this kind of food. They can be very addictive, and they are the reason why you can start to create cycles of binge eating, specific eating disorders, overeating, and classic food addiction. So be aware of the food that you are eating. Sugary food, highly processed food, try to substitute them with highly protein content food, healthy food. There are plenty of choices there, and you will start to see immediately some good result in your weight loss and in your relationship with the food. Now, the third thing I want to talk to you about is add some exercise in your life. Now, food cravings are a problem. Not exercising is a problem, because exercise releases the hormone of happiness called serotonin, and these hormones make you feel better. In the same way you need to eat a donut or a pizza to make you feel better, exercise will make you feel better. Many times I used exercise to overcome, to destroy food cravings. Not in the past, even now. Sometimes when I'm in the low mood, there is something I'm struggling with, I'm going out for a run or for a walk, I'm changing my physiology and I'm trying to engage in some sort of physical activity. Again, physical activity. Now, I'm not saying that anytime you have a craving for something, you have to run a marathon. I'm not saying that. Or if you're not used to exercise, I don't want that you feel overwhelmed. Oh my God, what I have to do now to overcome my cravings. Start slowly to engage in some physical activity. Move your body. Do something different that you've never done before. Again, few examples. You can do stretching, you can do yoga, you can lift some weights, you can go to the gym, you can go for a walk, you can ride a bike. Whatever it is that moving your body and make you sweat a little bit and your heart rate high for a while, it will release serotonin, which is an happiness hormones in your brain that will make you feel better. Try for yourself and let me know, because if you experience a very strong food cravings urge, do some exercise and tell me how you immediately change and you lower this pressure of eating crap food. So try and let me know. Now, the fourth point I want to share with you is a bit funny if you think, but many people do this mistake, and I did for many years. Now, don't go food shopping in your supermarket when you're hungry. Don't do that, please, because this is make a huge difference in the quality of the food that you eat and the food that you buy when you're hungry and when you are not. So try this experiment. Go to the supermarket when you are starving or when you feel hungry for something and check the quality of food you're buying and the money you spend. And another day you go at full stomach when you're perfectly fine and satisfied and check the quality, the food that you buy and the money that you spend. You will see a huge difference. So when you go to food shopping and you're starving, you buy a bunch of crap food that you don't want store in your house. In your house, you don't want food that you can comfortably reach when you feel distressed or when you need some comfort or when the urge of eating crap is eating you. You don't want to reach that particular food. So what I do today, I decide one day a week I buy the food for the whole week, and most of the time I go after dinner or after lunchtime. I'm perfectly satisfied, so I'm concentrate, I know what I want to eat, I plan for the week, and I don't have a problem to buy junk food. And if I'm buying junk food, is a conscious effort. So I'm doing something consciously, so I probably buy in a little amount just to enjoy it sometimes, which is not a bad thing, and I'm going to explain you in a bit. So don't go food shopping hungry, because you will regret what you buy, and then you find an excuse to eat the things that you bought because you have to finish them. So have your breakfast, go to shop, have your dinner or lunch, and then you engage in food shopping activity. I promise you it will make a huge difference in your wallet and in your health. Now, the last things I want to share with you today is plan your cravings. Now, probably this is the most controversial things that you will hear today, but you have to allow yourself sometimes to decide in a controlled and balanced way to please your cravings. Now, if you watched my previous videos, now you probably know that I'm not really a big fan of a constriction. As human beings, as I said many times already, we don't cope very well with I don't, I can't, I shouldn't. More we think something that we don't want to do, more we create strong foundation in order to experience cravings that we are not able to control. Here we want to learn to be in control of our emotions, in control of our emotional response. We want to create weight loss result, or anyway better relationship with the food, with the power of being able to sustain our result for the rest of your life. Create habits that we can drag forever, not for a season, not for a reason, for the rest of our life. So Sometimes you need to allow yourself to please your cravings. Now, how you can do that? Simple. You decide, so you don't wait the cravings eating you. You decide when you want to allow yourself to please yourself with the food. Food is something as a pleasure. It's still a pleasure. Nobody can say that it's not true, but we have to control our approach to food. So decide when you want to eat your favorite food, why you want to eat your favorite food, and what kind of food you want to eat. So plan. Some people call it cheating day, but I don't like to say cheating because cheating is a negative word. So when you say to yourself, oh, I have my cheat day, I'm cheating today, you're telling your brain that you're doing something that you're not supposed to do. You're doing it, but you're not supposed to do. But if you are telling yourself, today I want to allow myself to make myself happy with the food, in the same way you go to a concert, or in the same way you want to go out with the person, or you want to buy for you new clothes, the same way you can tell yourself, I won't do because I'm happy to do it today, with planning and with control. Now, I'm not saying overeating, I'm not saying that you indulge in one day eating all the crap that you haven't eaten for a week. I'm telling you, decide, be in control of your emotion. Don't wait your cravings coming in, but anticipate and say, okay, today or one day a week I decide that I have this amount of food, this treat for myself. Your brain, yourself, you will learn to not fighting it, not desiring things, because you know that at some point you will have anyway, and you will strongly change your relationship with yourself, because you will be able to respect yourself more, because you are in control of your life. You're not letting your life or your emotion controlling you. You notice if you are able to be in charge of your decision, and this will give you a huge boost towards your weight loss goals. I promise you, for me, it changed everything. So until I was constricting myself or not doing, forcing myself, don't do that, it's not supposed to do, you're doing wrong, you're cheating, is a negative approach to anything in your life. So allow yourself, be in control, decide when, decide what, decide the reasons why you want to engage in eating a particular food, and enjoy it. Don't feel guilty. It's not cheating. Nobody's cheating. Until you are in control, you are not cheating. So enjoy yourself. Decide the day of the week or whatever it works for you. I'm not giving you any particular advice on that. But decide that one day or one moment, every month, every week, whatever, you will allow yourself to please your cravings. Let me know how it goes, and you will see result more than just restricting yourself and stay constantly in a battle of don't do that, I'm not supposed to do that, I'm so bad, and starting this negative cycle that, guess what, will make you in an emotional state so bad that you will reach to the food that give you comfort, and you don't want that. So finally, let's recap the 5 key points we discussed today about how to overcome food cravings and how to change a bit your relationship and approach with the food. First thing first, eat small amount of food and often during the day. So your intact food for the day divided in small amount every 2-3 hours between morning and evening. This will make you feel full. Your brain will learn that food is coming at a specific time every day at that particular amount, and it will decrease the chances that you will experience food cravings. The second thing is I want you to create awareness of your food choice. Be careful with sugary food and highly processed food because they are addictive as drugs. So I want you to substitute them with more highly protein content food and fresh food. Third things I want you to do, start slow but try to add some exercise in your daily activity. a walk, ride a bike, stretching, yoga, anything that can increase your heart rate a little bit more will produce your happiness hormones. So it will make you feel better, and when you feel better, you are not in an emotional state that you craving for comfort in food. The fourth things I want you to do: please don't go shopping when you're hungry. Do your food shopping after dinner or after lunch, after breakfast, when you're full and satisfied. You will see a huge difference in your food choice, in the quality of the food that you're buying, and in the money you spend. The final things, I want you to plan your cravings. I'm against constriction, so I want you that once in a while you allow and you please your cravings. The only things you have to do is decide when, with what kind of food, and for what reasons. Write them down and make you aware that that particular day you decide to please yourself with controlled and balanced amount of food. I don't even care the quality, but you need to be conscious of eating a controlled amount, a balanced amount, to please yourself without overindulging and then go in the spiral of overeating. So I hope that this video helped you to understand a little more about your relationship with food and what you can do to unfortunately avoid this big struggle, or people trying to lose weight, their food cravings, this urge of eating crap food all the time. So let me know, comment, share, like this video, let me know your story, share your feedback on the content I'm sharing with you, because I need to know, I want to know how these information are having an impact in your life or not. And let me know if there is any way that I can help support you or motivate you in your body and mind transformation journey. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.